Hey, it's KageNoPiero with KageSpeaks. Alright, so, in one of my videos that I was trying to make, well, I was redoing it again and again because there was some things that keep going wrong. First video, I started to get a really sharp pain in my head, and I felt like I was going to faint. So I don't know what went on there. Then in the other video that I tried making, the one before this one, my dad's TV died. Like, it started making some weird noise, like, beep! And I was like, oh, okay. And the screen won't even turn on anything, so I think something short-circuited or something. So, I don't really know what happened. So, you know, I'm just going to tell him tomorrow morning, well, this morning, when he wakes up, because that freaked the hell out of me. So, generalization, all due things going on, I had to switch over to the projector for, like, something to watch, because I'm in the basement alone. It's freaky as is, like, yeah, as itself, because there's a lot of stuff down here, and there's some pieces of wall are missing and stuff, and it's kind of creepy. But I'm gonna eat some bear paws, so don't mind me. I just if you can't hear me over this video that's above me, I'm probably gonna redo this video. If not, then I'm gonna post it anyway. So awesome. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about weird phenomenon. Technically, to be honest, I'm terrified of the paranormal, but yet I see and hear them from time to time. I was told by my family I had like a sixth sense or something when I was a kid. So I think I still have it now, but it still freaks me out a bit. Okay, why it freaks me out is because I don't see it from time to time, and it starts fucking with me. Like, it starts, like, going, and it starts, like, pushing that button, and it knows it's there, and then I start freaking out. Like, there's this one night, I'm in my room, and I'm just, like, I'm like laying down and I'm like, okay, it's bedtime, and I get this weird feeling like I'm being watched, and I open my eyes, and don't I see my like closet door in my foster house like slowly start to open. Like, it was already like this, like a small little bit, and I could see like a little black slit sort of thing of the darkness of in there, and it started to open by itself. We had rug flooring, so it touches the rug, so you could hear as it's slowly dragging across it. Nothing like a nice wind would open it and close it. No, this was like... So it was freaking me out, and, you know, like, I didn't know how to, you know, deal with it. So I would, you know, freak out majorly. Like, not even just, like, minorly or whatever. I'd freak out majorly. I turned off the background sound because I feel like it's too loud and I'm trying to talk over it. But the one thing is that it felt like it was staring at me. So, me being a generalized, freaked out person of something like that, I jump over. Like, I literally, like, jump over my bed. Like, my bed was there. I'm against a wall, and then my foster brother was just a couple feet away from me in his bed, which is closer to the closet, but he's out cold. Like, he's a heavy sleeper, so he's gone. He's, like, knocked out, sort of thing, and I'm like, dude, hey, wake up, bro! Like, freaking out and everything, and he's just like... So I'm like, oh god, like, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? And so what I did was I lifted out of my bed, like, I did some, like, weird Morpheus Neo shit where I just, like, bounced up forward and, like, went from back to my stomach, and I turned on my penguin light. And this light was like something I've had since I was a kid, and it was something cool to me, because it kept me safe during the nights when I was a little boy, and because I didn't really have anybody there to tuck me in, so I was always terrified of like the dark and under my bed and everything, and I used to surround myself in stuffed animals and like pillows and blankets and stuff, and thinking that nothing could harm me, and that used to be my safe zone. But the dark itself freaked me out. Like, I felt like something was peering at me, or like it was waiting for that one moment to I keep getting this weird like vibe thing, so it's freaking me out a bit. Not too badly, but in a way. You can see how panicky I am a bit. But what happens is that this thing that's going on, I turned on the light, and the door immediately stopped opening. For some reason, just stopped opening. I saw nothing in there and everything. And I don't know where I got the cojones, the balls, the fucking big brass, beautiful balls, to jump and leapfrog my way to the door. You ever do that, where you like turn out the light and you like leapfrog from one thing to the other, try not to go near anywhere where there's underneath bed or underneath dresser? I do that all the time. I still do that. I swear to God, I'm going to be an adult. My kid's going to be like, alright, good night, Daddy. I'm going to be like, good night, sweetie, or good night, son. And I'm going to turn out the light, and they're going to see me hopscotch my way to my own bedroom. Like, my wife's going to have to leave on the nightlight, like, coming to bed, sweetie? Turn on the light. I'm turning this one off. Okay, Mir. Alright, you can turn it off now. Like, do some military style, like, I'm sleeping with the fishes tonight. Rocking in my rocking chair like sons of bitches. Sort of thing, right? So immediately I jump across, I leapfrog my way there, and I close the door to my closet, and then I hold my my door to my room closed for some reason. Like, I get this weird, like, gotta hold both doors. They're never gonna get in. Oh my God. Sort of thing. And I'm like, okay, now that they're closed, I don't want to be here. What happens if the door does swing open really hard, because they're trying to get me, or they come out and they grab me, or whatever, and I start freaking out. So I jump back to my bed. Like, I like, Superman leaped. Like, I was like, da-da-da, and, like, fell in my bed, and I'm, like, curled up in a ball, staring. Like, I'm holding the blankets, and I'm, like hyperventilating sort of thing, and, like, that hot breath on my body, like heating me, making me more scared. And so, like, I was like staring at the door until like late in the morning, and it's like 4 a.m. and I'm like, okay, I need to get some sleep. So I turn on Lamb of God. Most people say, hey, listen to some Christian music, like Lamb of God, like holy, and like, oh, I used to go to church, so don't like go like, he's the Antichrist, he's being an asshole. No, I'm generally saying that. I used to go to church, and they usually say, do some church songs, some psalms, and all that sort of stuff that will help. And to me, that would scare me more. Being dragged off to he's holy, 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 and like screaming, like ripping the thing. I'd rather be like dragged off to like death metal for some reason, like just like it'd be such a metal moment. Like, at least I went out with a bang, sort of thing. I don't get it. I'm weird that way, but like, it was so freaky. Like, I didn't know how to explain it. Freaky. And so how I dealt with the situation was I guess you can say I kind of quivered my way into hiding. So I think that generalized my own statement of, you know, hiding like a bitch. I never said that statement. I don't know why that became a statement. Why the red hair? Okay. It was on my foot. Oh, red hair. Awesome. But what freaked me the most would have to be the fact of one night I was I was chilling out, and this sound, like, I'm 6, no, 8, I'm 8 years old, 9, not 10, I don't know, I was 10, yes, 10, 11 years old. I was going to public school, like junior high, grade 7, grade 6, and I'm, like, hiding off in my room, like I normally do. I turn on my penguin light, and what freaked me out was a spider crawls across the light. So I'm seeing a giant cast shadow of a spider crawling on my roof, and that freaked me out. So I start screaming. And I'm getting, like, these weird looks of, like, oh my god, like, what is wrong with him, sort of thing, from my teddy bears. Okay, so I was going crazy, I guess. My TV, I have this TV, that I used to own. I got it as a gift, and it would freak me out so badly, but I called it my Paranormal Investigation, TV, because of, like, how it would make me feel whenever I turned it on and everything. I'd leave it on a channel. I leave it usually on 25 for YTV, or I'd turn it on, like, 45 for Teletoon, or 51 for Family Channel when I was living in Toronto. And it was really, like, it was like a really bleak night. Like, it was like a brownish red sky, sort of thing. It was like midday, midnight sort of thing. Like, it was like really dark but really bright. It was like fall, so I was kind of scared more. Because there's things rustling around because of the wind and the leaves, and you know, being a kid, my mom is sleeping in the room upstairs, just a floor above me. But the one thing is this is the house. There's sub-basement, where there's the laundry room, some weird old furnace, a bar, and a big open area, which was freaky as fuck already. And then I saw a reflection of outside of a car passing by. Woo! And then there's a little, like, 4 stairs up, and then there's a bedroom when you come up the stairs to your right, which was our sub room, which was our packing room of whatever. And then you'd go off to the left, and you'd see a little hallway and a back door. I was next to that back door. Like, if you went towards that back door, I was on the right in this tiny room, and I had a huge window. And this window had no curtains. Oh boy. So I'm freaking out about that, and my TV's right over by the door and everything, and I had a giant picture of Ultraviolet, because Mila Jovovich, gorgeous lady, love her work, as an actress. And then, my bunk bed, which already freaked me out enough, because there was an underneath, and then there was an over top that I had to be worried about, so, man, that was traumatic. And then there was a bathroom right across from me, a really flickery light bathroom already. That freaked me out. And then there's you go up another, like, 6 flights, like 6 stairs, like 6 steps, and you reach the living room, the kitchen, the front door, and then you go up another flight of stairs. And there's my mom's room, my old room before that, which I gave to my aunt and my nephew, because at that time they were living with us, because we were going through a lot of bankruptcy and stuff, and they were helping out pay rent and shit. And then after that, there was also our little computer room, and then another bathroom. So I'm alone in this basement area, so that's already where the trauma starts, okay? And I think we were doing laundry that night or something, because I'm hearing and I couldn't explain it. I didn't know what it was, so I started freaking out more. So I closed my door. I hopscotched my way to my bed. I put my body pillows on both sides of me. I had my tiger at the bottom of my bed, my wolf, my toucan, my reindeer, my other animals, and all this other stuff. At my bed, like, all around me, and, like, I'd always sleep like this. Like, have you ever, like, slept a weird way where you'd sleep like this, you'd sleep like this, or you'd sleep like this, like, sprawled out or something? But I always had a feeling like if I raise my arms up and do this and try sleeping, it'll work. Sure enough, I wouldn't be scared. But as soon as I move these arms down like this, I have to have somebody curled up to me, like somebody cuddled up, so I'm holding them, and they're blocking this side. But I'm protecting them as they're protecting me. And it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm crazy, I guess, or whatever. Whatever you want to explain it. But the weird part is that I turn my TV on, and I leave it on, and I start to pass out, and doesn't my TV, other than that spider that freaked the hell out of me, and I'm already, like, holding and clutching my pillow with all my might, my TV starts to... Cable went out. I swear to God, my mom was watching TV upstairs in her room because I could hear it. But my TV went out. So I start banging on the ceiling going, Mom! 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 Like taking like one of my poles. I used to have like little poles in my room from karate class ish thing that I did by myself. I'd take sticks and I'd bring them home. So I start banging this thing, but she can't hear me because, well, there was a lot of... I won't get into that. But so I'd freak out. I'd be like, I'm so alone. I'm all alone down here. And I was going through a lot of trauma of it. And so I finally hid myself, and I'm staring at my screen, and it's buzzing. And then I feel this cold rush through my body, like a cold sweat, and I felt like something was sitting on the edge of my bed. I got shivers. I felt weird. I felt like something touched my leg, like a warm yet cold touch, like a light touch on my leg. But after that, I felt calm. Like it wasn't wanting to hurt me. And then I felt that presence get up and walk out of the room, and then my TV went back to normal. That's where my fears completely started to be bad. And that was the worst time because later on I found out that a family did die in my house. They were murdered. A mother, a child, and a father were murdered by an attacker. And so they hid out in the laundry room, and that's where they died. So what freaked me out was I took a Roboraptor. Okay, cool. I got a Roboraptor for Christmas one year. And I put on surveillance mode, where it would walk around, and as soon as it sees something move, it'll like stop and go rah, 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 in the direction that this thing is. And no matter what, my cousin also had a Roboreptile, and we put it on surveillance mode, and it would walk around, and it'd get to the bar, and it would start rah, rah. We'd move it away, and we're thinking, oh yeah, it's whatever, it's catching a bug. Move it back, and I'd walk back over there, and rah, 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 and then stop, and it'll start moving again. Weird. And it would stop every time. So then we start playing around with them, and then we get this feeling like we're being watched while we're playing with our toys, because that was our little toy area, and we turn it on to surveillance mode, and they both walk over to the laundry room and stop. Both their noses just before they touch that room, and all you'd hear is the rah, rah of their scream toy thing or whatever, and their roars. And me and my cousin, we looked at each other, and we started to freak out because we pulled them away again. We're like, oh, it's something, it's whatever, a bug, or da-da-da-da. No, every single time, they'd walk back over to that room and just stop and start sounding, and like that weird velociraptor screech thing, and it's like, okay, so I stopped playing down there, and all this sort of stuff, so I was... It's the cats. Alright. And all this weird stuff would happen. I'm like, ugh, and I felt very scared. 19 minutes. Alright. So, I have a big fear of the paranormal. And when my TV, the TV I was using for music while I was doing a video, a really cool song in the background. So I'll try and leave a link in the description of what song I was listening to in prior video. Because it was really cool. And everything when I do get home, but I'll be uploading this, and then I'll probably edit it when I get home and everything, but because I'm at my dad's, I can't have laptop access because we don't have internet completely here. We have Wi-Fi, but we don't have a laptop to work with. So yeah. So if you've had a weird experience with a paranormal activity, or like any weird sense where you felt something off, where you'd hear your name being called but no one was there, it was like otherworldly, or these weird experiences you've ever gone through, just comment in the section below of what you've gone through and everything. And I'll probably talk to you guys about my experiences of different things, like bullying, being bullied, or being the bully. I was a bully before, and all this other stuff, and talk to you from the view of what I had, and everything. It may not be the way you had or way you've seen things, but I'm talking from my perspective, right? So each person has their own opinion and their own perspective of it, but paranormal shit freaks the fuck out of me. So if you had a paranormal activity thing happen to you, talk to me about it. Send me a message, send me a link, send me a thing. I used to love watching them. I just can't watch them before I go to sleep, because then I start freaking out, and I start getting all twitchy, and I start seeing faces before I go to bed. Great, yay, subliminal message image thing of something I watched in horror, when I looked up paranormal things. Cool. Not sleeping tonight, again, but thank you for watching, and if you want, give it a like and a favorite, add it to your playlist, or send it around on Twitter, Instagram, Vibe, Voxer, whatever you like, and subscribe. I will be making more videos. This is not just a phase. I'm going to be making a lot of videos even in my adult years of different experiences I'm going through with KageSpeaks, and probably Kage Play, and some other stuff. So, if you guys want to also know what my name means, KageNoPiero, it means shadow clown in Japanese. So, yeah, if it doesn't, then I was lied to. I know Kage means shadow, so I know that, but Nopirio, I think is clown. But either way, I'm happy to make these videos for you guys, and I'm glad you watched. So, yeah, send it around. Alright, so this was KageNoPiero, with KageSpeaks. Man, I'm getting all weird and tingly. Thank you for watching. So, good on ya. So, I've written into my nightmares. Alright, later.